Hey guys, it's the Board Game Bully back with another review. That's right, we disappeared for a month and then here we are 2 days in a row. You can hear it shaking around, and that's because it has one of the weirdest inserts known to man inside here. We are looking at Machi Koro 5th Anniversary Edition. Very, very light game. It's a dice rolling, card drafting game. Very, different to the last game we reviewed, but doesn't necessarily mean bad. Let's go in, have a look how the game works, and have a look at all the pieces. Alright, so when you set up the game, you're going to have this player board made of cards in front of you, and every player is going to have exactly the same. You're going to have these 4 cards flipped over, and then when you make them for the gold amount that is right there, you can flip them over and you are 25% of your way to victory. You need to make all 4, the first person to make all 4 wins. Now, how do you do that? There are 2 dice in the game. As you can see from the train station, or not see, you need to build the train station before you can roll 2 dice. So, to start off, all players will be rolling 1 dice. On your turn, you also have 5 coins to start. So on your turn, you will roll a dice. You will then build, you will activate anything. So we rolled a 2. We have a card in front of us called the bakery. When we roll a 2 or a 3, we get one coin from the bank. So we take 1 coin. We would now have 6 coins, and we could buy one thing. We could buy our train station right away, and that would let us roll 2 dice. But as you can see in front of us, we only have things that will activate when we roll a 1, a 2, or a 3. So maybe getting 2 dice straight away isn't ideal. Now it does say you may, so you can unlock this and continue to roll 1 dice. Or you can take your money and you can purchase these cards here. Now there are 4 different colors. You have blue, green, red, and purple. Now they all mean different things, and you can have any number of these cards in front of you except for the purple ones. You can only have one copy of each purple card in front of you. They are called major landmarks. All the other cards are considered minor landmarks, and you can have doubles, triples, quadruples of them all you want. So blue cards, like our wheat field, the field that we start with, will say, on anyone's turn, any time a 1 is rolled, if you have a wheat farm in front of you, you will get 1 coin. And that is what a blue card will do. Anyone's turn, whatever they roll, if you have a blue card in front of you with that number, you will get to activate yours. We have the bakery, which we also start with in front of us. The 2 to 3. On your turn, so if you have green cards in front of you, they will only activate on your turn. And then you've got these 2 red cards, the cafe and the restaurant. They are take that cards. So if someone at the table rolls a 3 and you have a cafe in front of you, you get to take 1 coin. Now as you look at this cafe here, you can see all cards have a cost on them. We have 6 coins, so maybe I buy this cafe, I put this cafe in front of me, and I now have 3 cards to look at when other people around the table are rolling. The game will continue, people will roll, people will try out various strategies. For instance, when we played, I stayed at 1 dice basically the whole game, so I had all of the 1 to 6s in front of me, and then my opponents, noticing this, started rolling 2 dice, so I bought up as many of the blue and red 7 to 10 cards as I could, because as you can see, with the mine, for instance, it activates on a 9 and you get 5 coins from the bank whenever someone rolls a 9. So I don't need to be rolling 2 dice for that to activate. I just need someone else at the table to be rolling 2 dice. This will continue happening. You'll go back and forth, around and around, until someone has unlocked all 4 of these face down ones here, and then that is the game. And just something to note while we are looking up nice and close, because this will come back when we talk about the components. This is the 5th anniversary 5th anniversary edition. And look at these coins. Almost all of these coins come with this, like, doesn't want to focus on it. It wants to hide the shame. Wants to, look at that. Look at that coin. Very, very poor component quality, unfortunately, especially for an anniversary edition. So like we talked about in the game overview there, when we played this game, I won using the strategy of simply rolling one dice the whole game. I never bothered rolling the second dice, I just used one dice, and I bought the cards that were going to activate for me on that one dice roll, and I bought the cards that were going to activate on other people's turns for the 2 dice roll. And that seemed like a really powerful, really viable strategy. Then, after having played the game, obviously when we're getting ready for the review, we went onto Board Game Geek and we had a look, and there was a lot of talk in the forums and stuff about how that is the only viable way to play the game. And I have to say I disagree, because I'm just going to step off camera here for 1 second, see if I can find what it was. I believe it was the Cheese Factory, okay? The Cheese Factory is a cost of 7. So when I won this game, on one of the players' turns, oh, focus back on me, focus back on me. So on one of the players' turns, he had 2, I don't even know what they're called, buildings left to build for him to win. He rolled a 7, his Cheese Factory activated, he got like 45 coins. So he built one, and all he had to do was build another one on his turn, and he won. And right before it got to my turn, someone rolled a 9, I only had 1 left to build, so one turn, like right before him, I played my last one, because the mine activated, but if that 9 hadn't been rolled, I would have lost. So I do like that, you know, I was playing the 1 dice strat, he was playing a 2 dice strat, and it came down to the final dice roll, went in my favour on someone else's turn, and I was able to win. If that hadn't happened, he would have won. So if anyone's saying that there's only one way to play this game, bollocks! Bollocks to you, sir. Alright, so let's jump into our rating. How does Machi Koro stick up? Well, let's have a look at the rules. The rules have to be a 10. The rules are great. They've got detailed illustrations for setup, as well as point step-by-step instructions on how to set up the game. They explain what all the cards are, and any limitations that you may have on the cards. As we were playing the game, I was thinking, you know, all the same buildings being out all the time is a little dull. I wonder if there'd be a way to play this game where, you know, what's available, you know, you don't know until someone buys a card and then it gets revealed, etc., etc. They have that variant rule in the rule book, so that's great. You know, if you're going to give me a game and then give me 2 different ways to play it in your rule book, bonus 2 games for 1. So we give the rules a 10. We have to give the artwork and components, unfortunately, a 5. We showed you the coins. That bothered everyone at the table. Like, people wanted to go, like, the one we showed wasn't even that bad. We had ones where it had big sprues sticking out of it. People wanted to go get toenail clippers and fix them. It was bad. And, you know, this is maybe where the addition that I have, you know, affects my rating. Maybe if I just had Machi Koro, and that's all it said on the box, I wouldn't have an issue. And I'd say that, you know, busted coins is fine. It's a 7. But I have printed in gold here. I don't know if you can see that, the 5th anniversary edition. I expect a little extra. You know, if you're going to print it in gold, I expect whimsy, magic. I didn't get that. So we give that a 5. Accessibility, 9. Someone's never played games before. Hey, do you want to play this game with me? Oh, what do I have to do? You have to roll the dice, and you'll make money based off what you roll, and you'll buy shops and things, and that'll make you make more money next time you roll the dice. And you just got to buy 4 different landmarks, and to do that, you win. It's like, so what do I have to do? Roll the dice and buy. Like, roll the dice and spend money. Oh, it's easy. I can do that. It's I can't. The theme's not like super exciting or anything like that, but if you've got someone who's a little bit, I don't know if I want to play a game, like, all you have to do is roll a dice. That's objection handling complete. Oh, I don't know, your games are too, there's too many rules in your games. Literally this one, you just roll a dice. Oh, well, I guess we're playing then. Yay. That's what we want. We want to trap them, make them play, and then try to... What happened there? And finally, gameplay. Would I play it again? It's a 5. I'm never taking Machi Koro off my shelf to take to games. It's a 4-player game, so it's not even something that I can take to like a hangout at a friend's place in case the weather turns or anything like that, because 4 players just isn't really enough for that. If I got rid of games, I would probably get rid of this one. But I don't. So it will be on my shelf forever until, someone comes along and goes, oh, what's that game? Can we play that? And I'm like, yeah, we can play that. Easy, done. It's not even something I would use. Even though it is super accessible, I would still use things like King of Tokyo, Ticket to Ride, anything like that instead of this. So I don't know where Machi Koro fits in my collection. I have no huge burning desire to play it again. I believe it has expansions. The Harbour expansion, I think, just off the top of my head. I would get that and give it a go. But yeah, I don't know. So what that gives us is, don't worry, all is not in despair. That still gives us a 7.25 out of 10. Obviously those rules being so clean, that accessibility being so high, really does make up for the components and the fact that it's not really my sort of game, but definitely something worth checking out, especially if you are looking to bridge that gap with some non-gamer friends. Very easy to get into, very non-threatening. Just maybe change the coins out with something else because they are nasty.